Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome for the very first time. I share a lot of different content, but I love my dahlias, and you will find an array of dahlia videos. And this video I would like to call Whoops, I Did It Again. That's the title of this video, the theme of this video. So maybe you're noticing some residual dahlia here. You can see the stalks here. You can see my my stake. You can see my drip hose. So last year, and here's more. Last year, I decided that I was going to leave all my tubers in the ground. So I live in southern Pennsylvania. Now our zone, depending where you look it up, it says 5, it says 6. I say we're like smack in the middle of the two. I don't really know what we are, you know, probably year to year, it probably varies. But so I guess if you say 3 years ago, I left a couple dahlias in accidentally. 2 years ago, those dahlias that I left in the ground came up really nicely. They came up early. Everything was fantastic with them. And so also 2 years ago, I decided I'm going to leave my dahlias in the ground. My location here is very sheltered because there's the house. You can see there's kind of a slope. There, I'm throwing off my focus. There's a little slope here. It's just a little more focused. You see my chicken and my cows. So anyways, left them in. Last year, beautiful. Every single dahlia made it. They were up extremely early. They were robust plants. I was very pleased with them. I had blooms way before anybody else. I also planted a couple new tubers, but not here in this location. This is primarily where my dahlias are. These daffodils are just kind of around them. Not all the stakes are still here. But what I started to notice late last year was that towards the end of the growing season, that my crowns, I guess you could call it, or my tubers of my dahlias were becoming so vast that they were just kind of pushing up towards the ground. I had some kind of pushing out. I don't know if you can see this, but this mound here, it's because of the tubers. There was just so many working towards the surface. And so I had intentions of digging them up last year. And I told myself, okay, this is probably like an every other year thing that I could do, leave them in every other year. I mean, you can see multiple of these that just really produce a lot of tubers. They're just pushing out the ground. Well, then a baby ended up coming into my world, to my home. I'm a foster parent, and I wound up with a surprise newborn. And this did not happen. So that's why we say, whoops, I did it again. I am hoping that even though I know I have these tubers that are very close to the surface, I'm hopeful that, like, this is a tuber here. Do you see this? It's just deteriorated. That one just totally came out of the ground. I am hopeful that some tubers further down in are alive and well. So even though I lost some, I'm hopeful that I have enough for the plants to come back. We're gonna find out. It's another part to this experiment that I didn't even know we were going to be doing. But I'm thrilled to say, okay, so it is the very beginning of April, April 4th here. And I do have growth already. You can see, I don't know if you noticed it before, but you can see here, they're coming forth, the green vegetation. And this one is rounded up as well. Now, one thing I did do was I let the leaves blow in here. You know, some other vegetation I did not clear out this bed until spring. So there was a little insulation factor. You can even see back here, I didn't get all this cleared out, but there are dahlias back in there. So we're gonna watch, we're gonna observe, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see how this all plays out. Are they gonna make it? Are they not gonna make it? Am I gonna try this another year? I do not know. So in this Whoops, I Did It Again video, we will be watching for all the dahlias to come up and see if they did. We will also check on these dahlias over here. So this is first generation dahlia bed. And my chickens they're doing what chickens do really well. Some rototilling here. You know, and they would probably even nibble on some new growth if there was any. So these are first year tubers. Well, this would be their second year. However, I've never planted dahlias over here, and I have never left them in the ground over here because they've never been here until now. So I don't know if this location is sheltered enough for them to make it through. We'll see. Now this is at the front of my house. It is a lot more exposed. You can see there's no like house there. There's no slope, you know, it's just very open. So we don't have the warmth from the house. We don't have the shelter from the wind. We will see. Right now, we don't have anything. So we're gonna follow along on these. We're gonna see what happens. I will also do another video this year, all of my different dahlias blooming and the varieties that they are. Haven't picked up any new tubers yet, but oh my goodness, I would love to get my hands on a cafe au lait again. I miss that dahlia so much. Anyhow, and you can see I've got some weeding to do. I sure do. Anyways, stay tuned. We're gonna just continue this video, and I will bring you back in a couple, maybe another week or two, and we'll see what comes forth. I do know that we are looking for some colder temps here soon. We're gonna get below freezing a couple nights, so we'll see what happens with that one that's growing. Also, look at my chickens. This is one of their favorite spots to dust. Do you see what they've done? And it stays really dry there because it's under the eave of the garage. And they just get nice and dusty. Okay, so what you're seeing right now is the dahlia that was sprouting that I showed you in the last little set of footage. So this was the very first to sprout, and that was 3 weeks ago today. Now, since then, we have a lot more coming too. I'm gonna try to keep my shadow out. You can see there. Don't have any coming here yet. I don't have any coming here. I have one here. I have one starting back here. See the green coming up. I did mulch too, so that might have kind of impacted some of the, you know, what we could see sooner. There's some growth starting here, which I'm really excited because I liked that one. I'm not sure if there was a dahlia here or not. I kind of pulled back the mulch. We'll see. Like I said, still waiting on that one and that one. And we have growth here. Here, I'm not sure if this one grew. I feel like it didn't. I put a post in when I planted a lot in previous years. So just because the post is there doesn't mean that there was one growing. And we have growth there. And then back in here, you can see right there along that green post. Here, this one's doing really well. One here, and we have growth coming right here. Now, the ones in the front yard, I have not seen anything yet. I did kind of dig down into the mulch, kind of open up where they were, And we will see. But so far it's looking pretty good. Even with the, even with them pushing up so much. I have no idea what these crowns of tubers look like. I am really quite interested in knowing, but maybe the end of this year. So I'll bring you back in a little more time. Okay, so today is May 25th. And I don't know if you've seen this dahlia. I think this is my tallest right now. It was not the first to start sprouting, but it is at least 3 feet tall right now. They're looking fantastic. Those ones in the front never did come. And I actually dug all around the area because I was just really curious. And I did find some degraded tubers, but not many. I think that it was a combination between the variety just not producing tubers real heavily and the soil. So that soil, when I was digging down deep in there, I noticed that the soil was very waterlogged, and there was a lot of clay. And I think that that did not help the situation as far as what happened with those tubers in the front. So just not the best growing conditions, and probably, like I said, the combination with the tubers. So you can see I have 2 that are, well, 3 I guess you could call, that are late risers. Here is one. This dahlia here never did produce any flowers last year. I'm really very surprised to see it back. So we'll see what comes of that. This one here, this is the one that, the second biggest. It is bushier, but I think it's a little shorter. I think I saw, no, it wasn't this one I saw bud on. This one's very good. This one never did grow from when I bought it. That one is good. And then we have this one here that keeps just getting eaten off. I'm not sure by what, slugs or something, but it keeps trying to come. So we will believe that it will eventually come forth. You can see there, something ate that off. I've been having some bunny troubles here lately. And then this one is a slow coming, but still coming. Here you can see I have a bud. So I don't think it'll be too long before I have flowers. I do believe there was one here. And whatever was here is, I'm pretty sure, not coming back. But all in all, considering that I knew I needed to get them up and that they were, pushing up the soil, I'm thrilled they're still here. Now, as you can see, this one is kind of droopy. I need to get my drip lines in. Due to the overhang of my house, the ones that are real close don't always get the rainwater that the others get. And I like to use the drip hose through the summer anyhow. So my oops, I did it again. I guess it didn't work out too badly. I really do need to get them up this year. But anyways, thanks for following along, and stick around and I will show you I'll do another video with blooms as they bloom, and maybe we'll see what happens with this little fella here. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon.